Right. Okay. Well, as you know, I've been working on projects for the past what God knows, what 5, 6 years or something. I lose count. I lose count of the days actually. But yeah, I've been working on this project for a long time. Anyway, and I made this delay line choke, um, which is out of an old. Well, I don't know what it's out of actually, but it's similar. It's basically similar to um, fluorescent lighting choke, and I need some more of those actually. I really need desperately some more fluorescent lighting chokes because I could buy them off eBay, I suppose. But yeah, if anyone locally to me has them, it would save me a fortune really. And it's also because it's postage and packing mostly because of the weight of these things. They're heavy. Uh, this this thing here weighs a lot, um, probably 200 grams, something like that. So what's all the fuss about? I'm going to show you what happens when I connect this thing versus disconnect it and the RPM. Well, now it's hard to get all this in camera, so I'm going to have to back the camera out like this when I get this thing running because I can't get it all on camera. But that's the current when it's running. I need to get this thing started. Right, let's get this thing started. Now let's disconnect this choke. Right, this is what's connected right now. So it plugs into my socket, and these are my triac circuits that I built, that I designed. So let's get this running. Right, it's moving. I need to take my choke off there. Right, so it's running. Let's let it get up to speed. This is the speed down here. Now look at the current on there. That's the output current. This will be input current when I switch it over. Right, so we're on input current. That's input current there. I'm just going to let it speed up. And that's the output current. There. It's not very high, is it? It's pretty low. We're still gaining speed. Now what's interesting is when I connect my choke, some of my LEDs have come on, look. What is very interesting is when I connect my choke, my output goes right up and there's virtually no slowdown at all. The input current does not go up. I think we're stabilized on the speed. No, it's still climbing. Yeah, stabilized. Now when I connect my choke, which I'm going to do now, which is now watch the current. Come on. Right, it's connected. Now look, the current's climbing. And what else? The speed is climbing, look. Current's going up. I did actually take a capacitor out of here, which I can put back in. But the point is, the choke makes a big improvement. Now I did take where I put this capacitor. I need to put this back in. Just a minute. I need to get this out of here. Can't do it with one hand. Now let's put this capacitor in the circuit, which is in this socket. I haven't got the holes in the right holes. Right. So lights come up bright. Look at the current 69. Let's take this choke off. Take the choke off. Now look, current output 47 milliamps, speed right, speed settled out, current settled out. Put my choke back in. Current goes right up, look, and look at speed. We don't lose much at all. Input current, output current. Right, so what I need is more of these chokes really, because I've only got one. So when I take the choke out, and when I disconnect this choke, current drops off. It starts again a little bit of speed, but not much. Input current still about the same. I'll plug this choke back in again. Input current, speed, output current. So yeah, these chokes make a big difference. They do really make a big difference. I'll just back out so you can see everything. I've got to rewind the chokes as well. So we're about 60 milliamps output. We're only using 2 pairs of coils at the moment, and the other pair is actually on this other circuit, and as you can see there's no choke connected because I don't have another choke that's this size. So what I ideally need is another choke like that one, and then I can take this capacitor out. And so we're 60 milliamps about at the moment. We're going into an output up there which is 14 point, you can't really see, it's right across the room. It's 14.6 volts, so it's pretty high voltage output load at the moment, but you can see the difference, and the speed, the difference in speed is negligible. It's really small amount of change when I take that choke out, but we gain such a lot more current actually, and you can see the input current. We're at 20 volts DC going into the circuit that's driving everything. So we're at 59 milliamps. Let's back out a minute so I can see everything. Unplug this choke. Right, it's unplugged. Current's dropped right down to 44. It dropped down to 44 then. It's about 46 now. Let's leave the choke out as it's not connected right now. Look at speed down here. Very little difference at all. So current, basically I've lost about 20 or 30 milliamps. No, actually 47.7. About 10, 12, 15 milliamps or something like that. But this choke makes one hell of a difference. Now imagine if I had 4 chokes for 4 channels, that would make a much bigger difference on the circuit. I haven't even got the circuit completely built yet, but I've actually decided, I made some changes to the circuit board, and I'm actually going to etch a new board because I don't have proper trimming adjustment on these trimmers, because the way I've got it set up right now, it's not, I'm not able to get the adjustment I require on these trim pots. So I'm gonna I'm basically gonna move all these components across to another board. So let's just plug this thing back in again. Let's see the current go right up there. Input current very negligible. There's virtually no change on that at all. I can't get enough adjustment on the trim pot, so yeah, I've designed a new board, and I'm going to be etching that in the next few days. So just an update on my generator project, and I haven't posted anything, most of this on Facebook, because I don't want anyone else stealing my invention or my ideas or whatever. And there's too many people that want to steal other people's ideas, so I'm not. This particular video I was going to share with a friend on Facebook, so I'm not going to basically explain it all on there. But as you can see, it is one. What the circuit? My circuit works. It does work. It just needs some more chokes. I need 4 of these transformers on the output stage, and they're not cheap to buy these things. So this is why I'm looking to salvage some old ones, really. And you can see from the speed, you can tell by the sound of it, really, more accurate. It's more accurate to listen to the sound. It really doesn't slow down much at all, which is a good thing. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to show you the this interesting discovery with regard to, if I take this capacitor off here, it doesn't make much of a difference. You can see on the current lot, virtually no difference at all, because I need another coil on this circuit. It's not going to work properly until I get another coil. Trying to get the holes. Right. There's more of a load on it when the output voltage drops. Now I'll just show you that before I end the stream. The output voltage it's going into right now is pretty high. It's about 14.6. So we haven't got a huge load on it right at the moment. Right. Anyway, it's obvious what's going on, that there's a big improvement with the choke, and it doesn't make much of a change to the speed or the input current at all, but you can see from the output it makes a big difference. So obviously I need more of these. Anyway, thanks for watching.